Do you want to be heard? Are you confident in your written works and want to share it online here at Arts in Me? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Open Mic. And I am Jenny, your host for tonight. Join me as we witness amazing poets and writers join, share their exceptional work of art. But before I'll bring in our selected guests to the screen, let me introduce to you our group. Arts in Me is formerly Daily Life in COVID-19 is a group founded by the Migrants Writer of Singapore. It serves as a platform for all migrants to share their daily emotions through writing. We also have mental health experts and counselors on our team. So if you feel you want to talk to someone, please do not hesitate to contact the admins. As of now, we have running series in the group. Like every Monday, we have this write, recite, and record where you can recite your own written poems and give justice on it. Every Tuesday, we have photo challenge to feature our incredible and talented poets in the community. Wednesday, we have our weekly prompt where we are given a specific prompt to respond, whether you can write your poems, essay, and story. Every Thursday, we have our book collaboration and book reading series and poet collaboration, where every poet or readers they can share their thoughts about the books that they are reading and what books they are like to read. Every Friday we have this Friday challenge, and then like it's an art to feature artists in the community or whoever got talent to share with us. So every Saturday we have this open mic, and also Sunday we have Carnival of Poetry, and we are working on more engaging activities. So please join our group. So are you ready and excited to welcome our guest? Without further ado, I give, let me introduce to you our guest. Uh, Rosie Licudo all the way from Hong Kong. This is Yulia Endang from Singapore and MC Dolingis from Hong Kong. Mm. Hello, good evening, guys. Hi. Yeah, hello,
Oh,
welcome to the show. Yeah, good evening.
hello, good
Good
evening.
evening.
Yeah,
Hello.
welcome.
Under the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think the one guest is here.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, she's not here yet. Yeah, hi. Welcome. Yeah, so the flow of our show, each one of you will be given a time to read your and share your written
Yeah,
poems,
so
and you can
the
read.
flow of our show, each one of you.
I'm echoing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Echo.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
Jenny.
think who have two phone there can please off. Yeah, because we're having an echo. Sorry for that. Yeah, so we will move forward. So, as I said, each of one of you will be reading two poems consecutively, and then please don't forget to introduce yourself
Oh,
first.
I'm still
So,
at the
I think,
backstage.
oh, who is that?
I think somebody at the back.
At the backstage.
Yes, at the Rossi.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, you're
I'm
here.
here.
Yeah,
Double.
Thank
you're
you.
here. Yeah,
We
hi.
have
Yeah.
two
Sorry because you
phones.
got two accounts in the screen. Sorry for that. Yeah,
Oh, I
welcome.
see.
So, yeah.
Me
So,
who has
She,
two
so it's
accounts.
okay.
she needs to turn off the other
Yeah,
phone.
you got doppelganger.
You have to win,
That's why I
okay?
have echo because you have two.
Oh, wait, wait, wait,
Yeah, it's
wait,
okay.
wait.
I will try to remove the old one.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
I removed the old one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. You're the one echoing. Okay. Let's continue. So moving for moving forward, we will go first to you. Yeah. So you will be go first, followed by Sis Julia, and we're waiting for the another guest to join us. So yeah, you can go ahead first and take over our virtual stage. Yeah.
You're muted.
You are muted, sis. Remove your
Please
unmute yourself.
press the mic below.
It's okay.
She need to fix the mic.
Sis, we cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. Sorry.
You're muted, I
Unmute
think.
yourself, please. Yes, your earpiece also. Mic, your mic. Yeah. We cannot hear you, sis.
Maybe there's problem with the mic.
The mic, I
Now it's
think. You try to speak again. We cannot hear you.
Get the mic. She have problem with the mic.
Yeah. And you can remove. You try to remove your earpiece and try the speaker phone. Yeah. We cannot hear you. Sorry for that. Are you okay?
maybe
We
You
cannot
ask.
hear you. No, it's nothing. Yeah,
You ask Yulia.
yeah, it's going. I think you're the,
yes, I think the
yeah, the one plugging in the phone. No, you try to remove and then just use your normal phone or speaker phone.
without the earphone.
Yeah, without I think it's having a trouble. Good evening to our viewers. Sorry for our technical errors. I
Yes,
apologize,
yes.
guys. Please bear with us. Yeah. So I think you try to fix it first. I think we can move forward with Sis Julia first, and I get back to you. Is it okay? Yeah. You try to fix your speaker first. Just stay there at the yeah. Sis Julia, sorry, I will move forward
It's
for
okay.
you. Then you can go ahead and introduce yourself and please share your poems with us. Thank you so much. Yeah, the stage is yours.
Thank you. And hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Yulia, and thank you so much for inviting me to be here with you all. And today I'm going to share two poems with you all. And before that, as the host say, I have to introduce myself. So I've been working in Singapore for about 15 and a half years. And writing is one of my hobby and also some other thing. Currently, I'm running my YouTube channel, and sometimes I posted my photography on my Instagram as well. So that's a few things that I'm doing right now. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to share my first poem. The title is Corner. So this poem is, I wrote this poem for Migrant Writer Competition 2017. Okay, here you go. Corner. I drag my feet looking for a corner between those magnificent buildings. Charmed by your great structure, your bright, colorful light blinding me. Yet, I couldn't find the corner I was looking for. I keep walking between hustle and bustle of people around me. Anxiously, I look around, but still, I don't find a corner. Don't you know, every step that I take, every sigh of my breath, time just passes by, getting me closer to death. And I forgot. Those mighty and amazing buildings won't help. I forgot. Those blinding lights won't shine on my way. Wandering eyes were staring at me like I was about to explode. Then I realized where my corner is. It's there and always be, between wreckage and debris. So that's my first poem. I will continue to my second one, and just give me some time to find. Okay. So the second poem that I'm going to read, the title is Discombobulated. I wrote this poem for an orchestra at Victoria. So I was invited by Theo at that time. And I wrote this poem according to the music that sent to us. So I was with Brother Sharif, and there's another Filipino. Sorry, I forgot her name. So with three of us, wrote poem and being displayed for the orchestra. Discombobulated. Bitter circumstances make the reality look tough. Dreams fading like dust, polluting ideas, blocked speculation. In search of light, I walk through forests of obstacles. I crowd across the stumbling blocks, hoping that silver lining would appear. Cast out the dark clouds from the atmosphere of my life. Awakened by thunderstorms, rain broke silent night, dimmed bright stars, determined to sweeten dreams. Thought chaotically, searching of broken dream, treading a lay of confusion, staring at dim lights at the edge of tunnel. It seemed to get clearer. The sun brought a new day, showing the right path to those willing to gather the fragments scattered among the broken dreams. Thank you. That's all for me. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. And that's the two poems that I shared. I hope you all enjoyed. And sorry if I mispronounced some of the words. So I hand over to the host of tonight's show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sis Julia, for that very wonderful and meaningful poem. I think it's one of your winning piece, is it? One of
Yes, the first
those
one.
poems.
The first one, yes. The second
Yeah,
one is not really
congratulations
the
for
first one,
that.
yes. Thank you.
Yeah. You're amazing. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
No worries.
So, yeah, I think one of our guests is Sis Rosie. Are you
Okay.
good? Welcome back again.
Okay, I'm
Yay,
fine.
she's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much. So
I
welcome back
repeat it.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Sorry for that. Yeah, so we will give the stage, the virtual stage to you. So take it away. So yeah,
Yeah.
give it a round of applause for Sis Rosie Licudo. Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rosie Bilicudo from Tabuk City, Kalinga, Philippines. 43 years of age. A migrant workers here in Hong Kong for 5 years now. A member of Migrants Writer of Hong Kong and Arts and Me, Singapore. I will read my first poem to you entitled Love and Trust. Love is a wonderful feeling. It should be given with respect and trust, with compassion and satisfaction, so that love will receive a pure and sincere love without rest. The best proof of love is trust. The greatest thing you can experience is true love. It can weather any storm or worldly lust. Totally can bring you the true happiness and love. We all may accept the sunshine, but would not accept the rain. We all may reach for love and never expect the pain. We both have been taught a lot and sometimes feel alone. It is sometimes hard to show feeling. It is sometimes harder to express them. You need trust to love, but first, you need to love in order to trust. To love someone is to understand each other, to smile with your heart, and to trust one another. To be in love means being patient, but to be patient, you must trust Him first. You can never find love through the eyes or ears, or from love at first sight, but through your heart. Without romance, love gets dry. Without respect, love gets lost. Without honesty, love gets unhappy. Without caring, love gets bored. Without trust, love gets unstable. Trust is what you put in someone's hands. Faith is what you hold onto each other's. Love is a wonderful gift. Trust in it and believe in it. It will return to you again and again. That's my first poem. Thank you. And the second poem I will read to you is uh, entitled "The Missing Piece." Actually, I love to write love poetry, so all my poems today is about love. The title is "Missing Piece." A word everyone is seeking in the human realm. It is everywhere, but difficult to discern. It is free, but not easy to procure it. It is in us, but we don't realize it. What am I to do to get closer to you? Whom am I to be with to get you? How much sacrifice should I put together to complete the puzzle and arrange them all together? I travel the world and seeking your place. I trade myself just to have you at my embrace. I do my best just to find you. But why? I cannot even touch you. I have been to so many places, searching for my heart missing piece. I see the wonders of the world and traces, but still my heart is hollow and a longing stays. I met different people along the way, become good friends and camaraderie. The warmth of being together in a company helped me feel better, but still I feel empty. I spent years in searching and yearning. People around me, I can find it with them. The peace I am looking is still missing, and it's not enough to fill my heart that is barren. The days seem like yesterday, the very first time I heard your voice, so soft and gentle. Even it comes from 1,000 miles away. Yet, I feel it was right inside of me, like it was part of me. My heart knows you're the missing piece I have been searching for so many years. The happiness that complete the puzzle of my yearning tears. Thank you very much. That's all. Yeah, it's very long.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you.
We feel the love on the
Yeah,
air. Thank
yeah,
you so much for that very lovable poem. So,
yeah.
yeah,
Thank
love and
you.
trust always goes together. They're like
Yeah, yeah,
partner also.
yeah,
Yeah, you cannot love without trust. And then if you love, you need to trust also. Thank you so much. So the
yeah.
second would
Thank
be the
you.
missing piece. Did you find your missing piece already?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope
I
you
it's
did find your missing piece.
yeah. I found it already. Yeah, true poetry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The
That's
love is in
poem.
the air. All
Yeah.
lovable points. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm inviting everyone to have drop your question to our lovely guest tonight. So we will know more about them and what they are doing. So yeah, I'm inviting our audience to please uh, send or drop or comment your questions about them. Yeah, because I think our next guest is not coming already, so we just move forward. We will have a poetry reading series. We will feature some poems in our community in Arts in Me. So Sis LJ will do the honor to feature those poems. So take it away, Ate LJ.
Yes, hello, good evening, everyone. This is LJ or Laura Jane. So, from our community, Arts and Me, we will feature the works of Mimi Cruz Respicio Agag titled Each One. So, here it goes. Each one. Each one has a path to take, a decision to make, a promise to break, a consequence to face. Each one has a battle to fight. Fight darkness with light, with colors in sight, with bravery in mind. Each one has to stand firm, gather strength to the brim. Because hope has never gone dim. Just wait what tomorrow may bring. This is from the photo challenge at Arts in Me. So the next poem is by our new member Donnie Lewis Jr. It's titled After Storm. So here it goes. After the storm. Contrary to popular opinion, I got struck more than once from above. The first time I I was brought to my knees, confused as to why he'd personally hurt me. I folded my hands and screamed for mercy. Crawled back to my feet only to have the ground removed from under me as my body convulsed uncontrollably, making it impossible to sleep. Yet, like all of life's disastrous endeavors, dark clouds, hailstorms, hurricanes, etc., never last forever. Thank you. I hope you like these poems that I featured today from Mimi Corpus Respicio Ag Ag, titled Each One, and from our new member, Donnie Lewis Jr., After the Storm.
Yay! Thank you so much for that wonderful reading, Ate LJ. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, once again, I'm inviting everyone to drop your question in the comment section for our lovely guest tonight. So for me, I will ask like, how did poetry and writing helps you to cope up against this pandemic? In our current situation, how does poetry helps you to still go on with the life? Yeah, you can answer any one of you. Sister Rosie, you can go. You're unmuted already.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, COVID-19 helps me a lot. Actually, I just started writing since COVID strike the world. So through COVID, I can bring out my thoughts through writings, through poetry. I mean, when it started COVID, we just stay in the house. You cannot go outside, so I just started writing in last March, and I say, oh, I can join. It's first time I join in Arch and Me. Actually, I just joined Uplifters, and then after that, I see someone share. Arts and Me, and I joined there, and I start writing. I start writing two poem, and I stop again, and then I write again, and then continuous I write already. It's helped me a lot for in stress and missing family, because I cannot go back home. I should go back home for vacation in that last April, but I cannot go because of COVID, and I put all my emotions, my feelings through my writing. So it's helped me. It's like it's my stress reliever for and homesickness for my family. So COVID-19 helped me a lot to learn a lot about poetry, and I found my interest that is writing, and I love writing so much now, because before it's like I don't have nothing. So I say I want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do, and suddenly I see Arts in Me, and I start writing. Oh, it's like, oh, this is what I want now. This is what I'm looking. So I start writing, and I love writing poetry. Poetry is like me. It's not if it's my feeling is sad, my poem is sad also. If I'm happy, my poem is happy. If I'm in love, my poem is in love. Or it's like that. All my thoughts is all in poetry, and in short, and poetry is like it's me. It reflects on me as myself. Thank you.
Wow, that's very positive message.
Yeah,
COVID-19 is not just all negative feedbacks or
yeah, 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 yeah.
negative effect on us. There's also a positive
Yeah, there is out
result.
because of
We can do a
COVID.
lot of
Yeah,
things because of this pandemic also. Yeah, so thank you so much, Sis, for sharing it with us, your thoughts and feelings, how COVID-19, how poetry helps you to
yeah,
cope up in this pandemic. Yes, Sis Julia, you want to say something or share?
Yeah, so for writing, actually, I'm started before the pandemic, but and it helps me a lot as an introvert because I'm an introvert person. I hardly not hardly to talk to anyone, but it's kind of like it's not easy for me to get along with everybody. So writing helps me a lot on expressing my feeling or my opinions. But when this pandemic started, actually, I was a little bit worried, like what I'm going to do on Sunday because we're not allowed to go out. We're not able to join our friends outside. But by as we know that we do everything virtually, and actually I joined more groups of writing. I joined more during the pandemic instead before the pandemic. So it's during the pandemic we do everything virtually, and we kind of saving time of traveling, so I can just jump from one class to another class. I'm writing and with Sir Rahul as well, and as we know that we launched even book during the pandemic. So yeah, writing is really helps everybody to especially during this pandemic. But so this pandemic doesn't mean that we become unproductive. We still, and writing we can do even with or without the pandemic. So writing is one of the things that we can do anytime and anywhere. So yeah, so during this pandemic, it surprised me actually how I can feel that I write more during the pandemic. I become more productive during the pandemic. I join more event, more classes during this pandemic. Yeah, so yeah, writing is really helps not just me but everybody to go through this hard situation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. It's very positive feedback. We become more productive, and then
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
we discover our talent, that we don't have before because we're we can discover new things about ourselves. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
Yes.
actually, this pandemic
Yeah,
is
so we
not.
have
I
this
mean, well,
moment.
of course, we said,
Yeah,
yeah, we said we discussed the
okay.
situation, but
Yes.
I admitted that I do more things. Like I started my blog, I started my YouTube actually during the pandemic.
Yes. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow. It's really great. Yes. Ate LJ, go ahead. Yeah.
Um, yes,
Ate,
during
you
this
have to say
pandemic,
something also? Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
just like Yulia, I found something productive to do. I discovered some talents I don't think I believe myself can do it. So I try to do um, the photography. Not not I'm not sharing it with everyone, but I just keep taking photos that so personally I like, and then I enrolled in some classes, uh, online classes, because I think it's important to find ways to strengthen your your mental getting busy and your mental health, like not getting into the missing your family part, but rather I want to get myself busy to make my brain keep working. Because if you just get stuck in the room and then everything stops, because all you see is
Yes.
your room, right? So when you have something else to do to keep yourself busy, it's more fun. Everything seems to be different. Yes, that's all. Thank you, Jenny.
Oh, thank you so much, Ate, for yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, we can relate. We almost can relate. Every one of us is in the same situation. So yeah. So we have question from our audience. So I just read it for you. I from Sis Window. I think yeah, a friend of Sis Yulia. She's here. Thank you for watching. She asked to all the guests, when did you first realize you wanted to be a writer? Yeah, everybody can answer. You can go ahead, Sis Yulia. I think yeah, it's really. You can read the
Um,
question. It's on the screen.
yeah, when
Mm,
did you first realize you wanted to be a writer? If it means to be a
mm.
professional writer, well, actually, I'm started to write just write. I didn't think that I'm going to produce some books or something like that. But actually, wanted to be a writer as I mean, I take it seriously. Actually, just few months ago. I mean, so I joined a class from one of Indonesian writers a few months ago, and well, yeah, he told us about his experience, everything like this. So, and since then, I'm started to, I have to get more serious. I mean, but I don't really think that I wanted to be entitled as a writer. I don't know. I never have that kind of thoughts, but when first I write, it's just all about expressing my feeling and yeah. So, and since I took that class, now we are processing an anthology book, which is they hope that we can make it as it's kind of like more serious, more professional, because he is a writer. He's a writer. I mean, he organizing a class for writer there. So I hope it will make me better in writing. But yeah, so the first I realized that I have to be a writer is actually just few months ago. So before that, I do write, but not. I never have a plan or something like, oh yeah, I have to make it as my main program. So only a few months ago, I'm started to make a plan, and I'm starting now to to do more in writing.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay. That's
Yeah.
great. You discover only this pandemic. I think that you can write. That you love to write. See, it can help us. Yeah. Thank you, Sis Julia.
No
Sis
worries.
Rosie. Yeah, for you.
Actually, since I'm in school, school, I love writing already, but it's not poetry. It's not I just write essay, comprehension, research. That is very, very long. That's I like to do, especially sciences like that. It's my first time to write
Oh,
poetry when my daughter asked me to write a poem for her about development. And the poem titled "I'm No Longer a Child." It's about her growing up. It's about her development, and it's my first poem I share here in Arts and Me, and yeah, it's in Arts and Me. It's my first poem. That's one, and then
Oh.
it's like, oh, it's nice to write, so I start writing again, and she asked me again one more. Ma, I need to write. Kindly write for me a rap. Rap, I say. Oh, so I write again her a rap poem. It's I just research,
okay.
and after that I found out it's interesting to write. It's boost my mind, vocabulary, poetic words. It's like you are inserting the dictionary on your mind always because of the poetic words you need to put in the poems in when you write a poem. So it's boost me a lot, helped me a lot to grow, to learn more, and that's the start. I'm writing poetry now, but in writings, I always write. Usually, my poetry is have a story in it. It's not just I write a poem. It's my poem have a story from the beginning and has ending. It's like a story that poured in a short and put in just in a stanza, but my poetry is a story in it. And I love to, I want to become a writer, a novelist like that, but maybe I need to learn more because I'm just an aspiring writer as of now. And I know I need to learn more, especially I have so many critics. And yeah, I know my groups knows that when I join them, I starts to spread my wings to other groups and join their challenges like that to learn more. It's not because I want to get out from the group, but I want to learn more. That's and it's do a lot for me because I learn a lot how, because I'm so amazed how they say they just look at the picture. How can they do poetry? It's my when I first time I cannot distinguish how to write a poetry in that picture around in the prompt. I say how they do, and I challenge myself. I need to read more and more, and now it's so amazing to write a poem that and use your imagination like you are in the fantasy world like that. So
Yeah.
it's like poetry for me is like you are putting yourself inside a story itself. So it's like so interesting. That's the best word I want to say about poetry. It's so interesting, and it's sometimes you feel everything you inside of yours will spread out through your words. It's put in the motion in motions through your poetry. And if your readers say your poem is nice, it's go feedbacks to you with a smile in your face that, oh yes, I can do it. Especially if you win any challenges. Oh my God, I did it like that. Even just an appreciation. My first poem, just appreciation. Every poem, why it's always appreciation? I'm always thinking like that. But suddenly I say, oh, maybe I need to change more my way of writing because if you are first timer, I see my now when I read my first poem, I say, oh, the words are jumbled. I always
Yeah.
smiling at myself. Oh, the words are jumbled together. That's why. So it's correcting, slowly correcting yourself and making it perfectly. Not as in it was perfect, but you can see yourself every time, every day. You are changing how you write. You are arranging your poem uh, in its proper way, not like before it's jumbled. Now you can do a better. It's like an achievement for me in writing. I'm not yet in my mind how to become a writer, an author like that. But what I achieve now is it's I'm so much thankful of that because it's I'm just a beginner, and I see my poem is had a lot of improvements in it, and it's make me happy more. To be a writer is not when you become an author. It is how you write your poem, how you put your emotion in poems. Sometimes this, I see some thinking only poetry is just the rhyming words, the poetic words. But for me, poem is your thoughts, your emotion. It's how you put yourself inside your poetry. It's that is poems. That is your own poetry, and not the poetic words. We have our own way of writing poetry, but for me, the more in the poem is your thoughts, your emotion, how you put yourself inside on it. It's how the readers find yourself inside your poems. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, it's very
Yeah.
inspiring. It's like a story. Yeah, you don't think
Yes.
about critics. Take it
Yeah, yeah,
positively.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it will help
Critics
us
for me are they are my
grow more
corrections.
and learn.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
They are my
writing is still
corrections.
learning. We still
Yeah,
learning
yeah.
and exploring.
True.
So don't mind. Just keep exploring, keep learning. Yeah, wow, very inspiring story. Thank you for sharing it with us. So I
Yeah,
just
thank
follow
you.
up because it's for you for your poem. From Sis Nelly Bautista. I like the love poem, Sis Rosie. What is love for you in one word and why? Yeah. So
Love for
since
me is a gift. Not everyone fall in love. That's all. Not everyone can fall in love. You can say, you can voice out, I love you. But the feeling of love is what you feel. It is a gift for you. When you fall in love, you all the feelings are there. Happiness, trust, honesty to each other. That is love. Not just you will say love. It's not everyone
wow.
can feel love. I say that's the reason love for me is a gift that once you feel in
Oh,
love,
thank you for
it's
answering that. Yeah.
yeah,
Love is a
thank you.
gift.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for answering that question. Yeah. Thank you. Uh, we also have from from Sis Window again. To all the guests, who is your favorite poet and why? What do you like about their poetry? Yeah, thank you for being here, Sis Window. Yeah, so that's the question. Who is your favorite poet? I don't know. Me also. Yeah, so it's for everyone.
For me, I like Shakespeare's poetry, even though I'm not
Wow.
reading. Yeah, I'm not reading, but I like to learn how to do sonnet. That's my great. That's my
Okay.
my great. Yeah, that's I really want
Dream.
to learn to dream. Yeah, to do poet, the sonnet. How to do? Because I always try. So many times I try to do sonnets. I do the countings, and when I let someone check it, to say it's not iambic. It's not. It's not the. You know the have
Oh, there's
the
meter.
inter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the meter. No, not the meters. The uh assonance and I don't know the name. But how they do that? I say so it's a
Mm,
challenge for me. So I like reading Shakespeare's how he do his poems. That's all. Thank you.
his poem.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think Shakespeare also is more on kind of love story also
Yeah.
because you
Yeah. Yeah.
love to
Yeah. Yeah.
write love story as well, right? You're more on love. Yeah. So
Love
yeah, that's
poetry.
a
Yeah.
good idolization. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. How about you, Sis Julia?
Um, I don't have a specific poet. I mean, as my favorite. I just like to read and learn how they write. But I think about 2 years ago, a friend of mine sent me, sorry, sent me a poem. I couldn't find what's the poem, but it's an English poem that um, so the the poem is telling us that when you having a doubt on choosing what thing that you're gonna do, don't be afraid to choose something that you think that's right, even though nobody choosing that way. So, but yeah, it's about 2 years ago, and until now still my favorite, but I just couldn't find the poem. And currently, I like to read the poem that our friends write. Actually, why? Because I can learn in the process how they write. So because I'm also still learning, so by reading the poem that our friends write, I can see how they process the process of writing, how they try to combine words by word or to do the challenges. So this also really helps me on writing as well. So yeah, I don't have specific poet. I mean, as my favorite, but I love reading the poem that are written by our friends, including Windu. So
Yeah,
I mean, that's also
exactly.
other. So as we are learning, so oh, they're also learning. So we cannot learning together. So I know how they do it, how they try to find the words and combine them into a poem.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you, sis.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a follow-up question from Sis Bing Navato. Wow, thank you for watching us. To Yulia, where do you get your inspiration to write? Specifically for you.
Okay, so um, I get the inspiration for writing is actually from my surrounding. So the poem that I read earlier, the first one, actually it was my own experience when I think during my day off, like as a Muslim, I have to do my prayer 5 times a day, and sometime I was kind of having hang out with friends in the building, and Singapore such a magnificent building, but they don't have a corner for us to pray. So, and that's how I wrote that poem, the first poem that I read. So I don't have specific, like I never sit and try to write a poem. So the idea is just come somewhere sometime when I was cleaning the floor. So when I was I was cleaning the garden. So the idea is just pop up, or sometimes the story that my friend told me, or the feeling that I had at that time. Yeah, so the inspiration is, and also from you all, like the things that you all share on the Facebook, that when, and in uplifters with the student, we are sharing the story as well, and that's how I get some, oh yeah, that is how other people's life, and with all the differences that, and from the story that I got, and that's how I got the ideas and the inspiration to write.
Oh yeah, thank you, sis, for answering that question. Yeah, everything maybe you see around you, you can get inspired, right? Yes, thank you so much. So we will have a last question here from Joraline. How do you define a good poem? I mean, what are the characteristics of a good poem to you? Yeah, it's for everybody. Sis Rosie, you can go first.
Uh, for me, a good poem is how you write with your own, how you put yourself inside your poem. It's the best poem for me. Sometimes for me, I'm not always reading poem. I just take my attention for me if the title is nice, and when I read it, I can feel the poem. I can feel the person who write the poem. That's the good. It's a good poem for me if like that. I'm not looking on how the rhyming, how she used, but for me, the best poem for me is the thought, the emotion in it. It's that's the best poem for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. How about you? Wait for a while. Oh, Windows says I think she wants answer from Ati LJ. Sorry because
Which
Ati
one?
LJ actually is not our guest. Yeah, because she just joined
Which
for a
one?
poetry reading, but Yeah, the
Oh,
one for a poet. Who is your favorite poet? I think she said, "I miss you."
oh,
I miss one.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. When I was young, I really remember this. All things are beautiful, all creatures, great and small. Uh, I forgot the poet, but this is the first poem that I memorized. And recently, I like Maya Angelou, Long Live, and there's a lot of poets that I like, but I prefer to see the one that's new for me, something new for me, because I think the challenge is seeing something new, because there's really, you can see the difference of tradition, like a poet from Bangladesh, they have a different way of interpreting the culture and tradition, and the one from Indonesia has this very emotional way of speaking, of describing a certain uh, part of their feelings. Like in Filipinos, it's very emotional, and it's
Mhm.
very uh, sincere. So every part, every countries has their different way of trying to speak out. So I like to see these differences, which is also why I think our open mic is really good to present this kind of differences in poetry, because you will hear, last time we have Lungi here, so he has also a different way of reading his poem. We have also our friend from the migrant friend worker friends in the dormitories, they also have a different way of interpreting their emotions. So yeah, I like I like to read everything now. Like no particular now, but no
Wow.
particular author, but I like the differences because
No.
I learn a lot about the culture, tradition, and the people in the community. That's all. Thank you, Bindu.
Yes, thank you, Ate, for answering. Yeah, she said thank you for answering. Too bad. I thought you're a guest also, but still thank you for answering. Yeah, thanks for
Yes,
the question. Thank you, Ate LJ.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we read different genre of poem. It's like exploring also and learning. So yeah, thank you so much for all the question that you dropping. So before we end our live, I will give the chance to our guests to promote everything or plug something about you, and then where our friends and audience can follow you. So they will know your writings, all your poetry, your stories. So yeah, you can go ahead and share with us. Sis Julia, you want to promote something? Yeah, please unmute yourself.
Um,
Thank you.
uh, Actually, I think I have posted everything on my Facebook. So my YouTube channel, I think I already posted. So if you search for Yulia Endang or Yulia Share, that you will find all my stuff. Yeah, so my Instagram is Yulia Shares, but actually you can find with Yulia Endang as well. Also, my YouTube channel also the same, is using Yulia Shares, so it's easy to find. And yeah, currently I just sharing some poetry reading on my YouTube channel and also about my exploration of Singapore. While Instagram has just posted some photos, but maybe soon, once the anthology book that now in process ready, be posted on my Instagram as well. I think Facebook as well. So if you search me for Yulia Endang or Yulia Shares, that you will find me.
Well, okay. Congratulations for your upcoming book. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Yeah, thank you. How about you, sis Rosie?
I don't have so much to say, but MWH now is have upcoming book anthology, Ingat, and it's not yet. It's still on the making. Yeah, because we need to share more poets still. But it's our first anthology book, Migrants Writers of Hong Kong anthology book. So uh, if it's come out soon, please grab your copies. Thank you. And I
Wow,
have,
best wishes. Congratulations.
yeah. Hopefully, God bless us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
congratulations,
that's
Migrant
yeah.
Rider of Hong Kong.
It's
Yeah.
not yet a book, but it's still we planning to do our first anthology book entitled Ingat.
Wow.
It's
Wow, I'm happy for that.
in Filipino, translate in Filipino, English, and Chinese. So it's a big book. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, thank
Wow.
you.
Yeah, nothing is impossible. Yeah, congratulations. How about you, your personal? I mean, like
I don't have
poetry
because
group. Okay.
I have a page, but it's about my rights there. It's writings there. It's titled "The Poetess Heart." You can join me there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, yeah, I'm also inviting everyone to please follow and like our page, Arts in Me, in Facebook. It's a public group, so you just type there in search bar. We also have in YouTube and Instagram where you can find and watch the recitals of and happenings in our community. Also, I would like to invite everyone to the Zoom session tomorrow for the storytelling conducted by Mr. Rahul Shah. Those who ever sign in, please join the Zoom tomorrow. And also on Sunday, we will have our carnival of poetry featuring all the winning poems from the competition of migrant writers of Singapore with a collaboration of Red Cross. So please tune in and witness amazing piece and poets to recite their winning piece. Yes, please stay tuned tomorrow. It's I think 3 to 5 p.m. Then will be hosted by Sis Rhea Maa. So yeah, on behalf of Migrant Rider of Singapore, I would like to thank you to our amazing guests for gracing our show tonight. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. And also to our thank you for staying up to the end of the show and to our audience for joining us. So yeah, thank you so much. So once again, I am Jenny, your host for tonight, and leaving these sayings to you. Don't downgrade your dream just to fit your reality. Upgrade your conviction to match your destiny. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you, Ate
Okay,
LJ,
bye
for joining
bye.
us. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Yeah, stay safe.